welcome back. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. As you can see, the view is a bit different than my normal desktop view. So just while I do this little intro, I have you looking out my office window onto a boring colorbond fence and my neighbour's house. So that's a view from my office slash craft room slash art room at the moment, and it's pretty boring. And my neighbours, to be honest, we've been here 7 years this Christmas, and yeah, my neighbours are not the best. So yeah, it's not the greatest view, but the exciting thing is my husband and I have just purchased our first home together. So over the next month or so, by the end of November, we will be packing and moving to a new home. So I thought, in keeping with, sorry, I'm trying to not to make this too bumpy, I thought what I would do is film what my current room setup is, and then I've got a nice comparison as well, because when we move I'll be able to have a dedicated space exactly how I want it, you know, with shelves on the wall and you know, different storage solutions and things like that. So in keeping with the other little videos that I've been doing this week on fountain pens and my cases and pouches and things like that, I thought one of my room setup would be a good one to do. So I'm going to pan around and show you the actual room. Now, it's not a very big room. It's probably about 3.5 by 3.5 meters square. So that's probably the best overview I can give you from where I can stand. So I'll just come into the room and show you how I've got it set up. So on this wall over here, I have a sewing table, excuse me, that I got from Aldi. So that's this big table that you can see here. Now, the middle section's really good. It holds my sewing machine and other bits and pieces. And then these two side bits here actually fold down to the table, so it becomes quite slimline. And if you didn't want it up all the time, you could just push it into a corner and then pop the sides up when you want to, but I keep mine up all the time. And then underneath on this side, you can see some little shelves there. They are, I'm not quite sure whether they're little bedside tables or what they are, but you can stack them on top of each other like I've done, and use them as some shelving. So, and then this little set of drawers, I think I got it from Aldi as well. You can get similar at IKEA and Spotlight. So those other ones there, a friend gifted them to me. She was getting rid of them, and I thought they'd be perfect for some extra shelving space. So I'll go through and quickly show you what I have in all over here. Because it's quite a small room, things are kind of packed in quite tightly. So, but it's probably the best setup for this room that I have had over the years, and I have changed it quite a bit. So here I've just got some nice little dishes that I use to put little craft bits and pieces in when I'm working on projects. Then I've got a cute little Ray Dunn plant pot there with my plant in it. Just some, I'm a big fan of black, white, gold, green, that sort of thing. So I try, that's sort of my color tones in here. So just have some, it's a tape dispenser and a stapler there. I think I actually found them in Woolworths, which is one of our supermarkets here. Cute little thimble container there that I generally use for little bits of waste as I'm crafting, although it's got different tea bags and things from Pen Pal sitting in there at the moment. That's my witch mug. That's another Ray Dunn product. And then I have quite a few. I'm not a knick-knacky person, although it is going to look like I am. But I have certain things that I absolutely love, and I try the best to fit them into my space. So when I set up my new space, they'll be able to be, you know, set out a lot nicer so that everything's sort of not squished in. But I have my little broom here that my daughter Nicola gave to me, which I love, and I keep that there in front of me. So then I have just some little acrylic drawers that I got from Daiso for a few dollars. And in these ones, oh, and that's my flora. So that was actually handmade by a lady that has a business called Florisphere, and she's a botanist, and she released some beautiful adult colouring books and other things. And yeah, so Flora is her little creation. But in here I keep some of my nicer paper clips and things like that. Oops, not in shot. So I keep those sorts of things and little dangle type things for my planners and pins and buttons. And then I have a Ray Dunn pencil pen sort of organizer there. I have lots of Ray Dunn stuff, and I periodically change what's sitting in them, and it works for me for now, but again, I'll be able to change all that. There's my little beautiful dog Gidget, who's adorable. She's the one that you hear barking throughout my videos. Oh, some butterbeer from the Harry Potter shop near us. And I have lots of witchy type things. Some of you may know that I'm pagan, so I like my different little witch things and my salt lamp. So moving down here on, obviously I have one of my lights there. And then for space wise, sort of down crammed in over here, I have different books that I use in my papercraft and junk journaling. So I tend to rip pages out of all of those. Got some art journals on the floor here, purely because I don't have any space. And then up in here, I have my art journal kit and my Hobonichi pouches and the like, and covers. And then down in this one is just lots of envelopes, manila folders and things like that that I use for crafting, and just cases from my Surface Pro and my laptop case. In here I tend to have my little guillotine, spare lights, hole punches, laminators, light box, more art books and cutting mats are down there. Then I have more cutting mats and just general desk mats down underneath here, and my handbag. And there is also a pin board that I haven't got around to putting up, so I'm going to save that for when we move to our new house and put it up, because we'll only be here another few weeks. So I also have a Tim Holtz glass mat, which I really like. It's great for a lot of art projects. So, and then I've got the additional ruler and scraper there. So they were really good. I've got a Fiskars mat down there that I change things around with. Then moving over to here, I have my cart that I keep my Cricut machine on. And again, for space, I have lots of little things sort of down behind here. So this is all my camera equipment and my HP sprocket. And then I have another Ray Dunn organizer there with all different sorts of things in it. And then down on the next shelf, I have a Cricut mug press, some demineralized water, my Cricut press, and then in these sorts of drawers, I have all sorts of different things. So in this one, I have lots of things like eyelets and buttons and all of that sort of magnets and things. The next one is like some material and crochet. Then over here is different Cricut accessories, Cricut material, more Cricut stuff. And then this one is lots of sewing materials and cottons and threads and things like that. And then underneath on the floor, because I don't have space, I have spare notebooks and my boxes from Galen Leather and that type of thing. Then obviously my recycle bin and my normal bin. Moving over to this side, I have an office chair. But I have these desks, and I should have looked up what desks they were, but I will link it. And the middle desk I had first, and it was really great. It's only quite, it's not a really deep desk, but I like it like that. And then the two on the other side are exactly the same desk, but shorter. So this one I actually purchased off somebody off Facebook Marketplace. I think I got it for like $20. And then the other one I picked up at our local tip shop. So our waste management facility has a shop, and I picked that up for $5. It has a couple of chips out of the top, but you can't notice it. I just got a white marker and covered it, but I also have a cutting mat sitting over there. So, and it's allowed me to put a desk all the way along this entire wall of my room. So I've got underneath here, again, more craft sort of junk journal-y type things and big books and encyclopedias. And then some drawers down here where I have some different paperwork that I need to have on hand. And then the drawers, the white drawers at the bottom, all have stickers in them. Lots of stickers down there. And then these drawers here are my paper drawers. So the bottom one I have, now the word's gone. It will come back to me in a moment. So I'll go to the top drawer. So top drawer, I've got lots of stencils and all sorts of things in there. And then I have A5 paper, A4 standard paper, and then down the bottom is, I still can't think of the word. It's ridiculous. I will come back to it again. It's just your thicker paper, and I cannot think of the word. So anyway, I'll come back to that when I will remember, and I'll be able to tell you. So underneath here, again, I have a space issue in this room. So underneath here is all these containers. If you can see, I'll pull one out. And so these containers that just open up like so, and you get them from Kmart, and they are full of stamps and craft paper, ephemera, all sorts of bits and pieces for craft. And yeah, so this is the only space that I really have to store them, where I can get to them really quite easily. I do have a mat down on my floor to save the carpet, but look, they do a great job in protecting carpet, but it's a pain. I don't know if you can see, but it actually does come up, like it warps up, so you have to flip it over every now and again just to get it flat, and my chair is always getting caught on the edges, so it's good but it's not great. So we may be getting rid of that or getting a more flexible sort of one. So then over here, it looks a bit of a mess, but there's a tub there full of different things that I need to sort out. So I've got some family history stuff in the tub that I'm doing. I have some other projects that I'm doing for some planners that I'm designing and making. And then over next to it, up in the corner there, is tubs of beads, crystals, different ephemera and things like that for doing art and craft. So you can sort of see all of that underneath there. So for now, it is sort of tucked away and quite easily for me to access. It's not optimal, but it's working. And then in front of it, my husband just bought me a 151 piece artist set a couple of weeks ago, and I have taken it out and looked at it, but I've kept it in the box for now because we are moving and I don't really have the space to have it stored out here anywhere. So in this cupboard, I should go along the top of my desk as well, but I do have a cupboard in here which I don't really want to open. It has a lot of things crammed in this cupboard. So I do have some of these tubs, which are quite good, and I have lots of other things tucked all up in there. So I will be going through that and sorting all of that out in due course when we move. So then here I have a cart. So let me pull this cart out so that you get a better look. So down the bottom, and I do have more, it comes with attachments on the side and little, well, you can buy the accessories, and I do have them, but I found that over the time they're just sort of in the road. So down the bottom here I have all of my twine and things like that, and ribbon at the bottom, some papers, some other sort of you sort of see ribbons and twine. This shelf in here is different planner stuff, so traveler's notebook stuff, A5 stuff, personal size stuff, all in there for when I want to use stuff or set things up. And then in the top I have some of my tools like my crocodile, paper towel, markers, glues and the like is all up there. And because I don't have any other room, I kind of just slide it over there for now out of the road. And then I have this all set up. So again, this is just a cheap cube set from Kmart. Down the bottom in those black sort of bins, I have a lot of my planner pouches and pencil cases and things like that. And then the next shelf up, you can see on the right, it's different notebooks. And on the left is planners and compendiums. And then above that, in the top there, I have my paper cutter and my scoreboard and some 12 by 12 papers. Then moving up here, on the side, I've just got, I use a lot of these clear containers. I just get them from Kmart for a few dollars, and that's just got a mix of different planner stuff for my traveler's notebook and my Hobonichi in there. And then I've got some plant pot not plant pots, paint pots sitting behind there. So then on top, I've got these clear containers, these clear, I'm not sure what you call them actually, but they're A4 size. And this is where I keep things like my vellums so that they don't get ruined, and my other sort of specialty sort of papers and the like. So I've got cardboard in there, parchment paper, more sort of specialty papers, some coloured papers and black. And then on this side, same sort of thing. This is laminating sheets and sticker paper, black cardstock. That's what that other one is, cardstock down there, and you will remember it eventually. White, different types of cardstock. And then this drawer here is different sorts of acetate, and I do have another whole drawer of these sorts of bags and stuff because I use this in junk journaling. So I tend to keep a lot of these, or if I'm sending happy mail to somebody and I want to use these little bags, but I do cut them up as well. So I keep lots of that sort of stuff there, but I try not to let it overflow from that drawer. Otherwise then I know I've got too much. On top here, I have another Ray Dunn product, which is this black little shelf system drawer, and then inside of this is where I keep all of my fountain pen cases at the moment until I move, and then I will have a better solution for them, but it's working for now. And then on top I have an inkwell, which is really quite beautiful, and it has a pen rest at the front, the inkwell there, and you can actually take that bit off. So that's that system. Now back to my desk. So over here I have a lot of acrylic drawers, as you can see. So in there I have, and you can see some inks sitting around on the top because I have no better place to put them. So in these drawers here, I will show you quickly. I'll just move that out of the road. So I have a heap of washi in this drawer, and this is the washi that I probably use the most, and all, you know, any sort of specialist sort of washi. And then I have different things like bookmarks and that sort of thing in this drawer here. Then these drawers have pen loops, all different sorts of pen loops, tweezers. Then moving on to here, it has mainly a lot of like sticky notes in this drawer. The stickers that I grab more often than the others are all in this drawer. So all different brands in there. And then this drawer is kind of a mixture of like planner cards, cards from the stationers, people that I buy things from. Then I have ollie clips and other magnetic clips, so Moterm ones and that in there. Then washi cards and such in this one there. And then this one is mainly like adhesive pockets, little sticky tape books that you can use for your Hobonichis and such. Yeah, so just lots of little adhesive pockets and that I can use in my planner setups. Then, of course, we have Persuasion by Jane Austen, which is one of my favourite books. So this one here, I store fountain pen stuff in. So all my cleaning products for my fountain pens are in here. Then pen refills in this drawer. This drawer has fountain pen converters and nibs in there, and then ink cartridges in here for my fountain pens. Then if I move over here further, I have a couple of my Moterm planners. So this cover has a lime and mortar Weeks dupe in it, and then I have my personal Moterm planner as well, which is my, it's like more like my information hub than a planner. So all my standard information, it's like a commonplace book. Then I have my Ray Dunn letters rack, where I do a lot of pen paling, and I'm a member of Post Crossing postcard website. So that's where all of my letters, when I get them in, go into, and any spare writing paper that I have printed at the time. Postcards there ready to send to people so I can just grab them, and birthday cards all ready to go at the back. So then when I come back to here, sorry, getting a bit wobbly and a bit all over the place there, but when I come back to over here, I have some more fountain pen inks. So these are all my, well, you've got my Samsung Galaxy Buds, a little toothpaste or toothbrush holder that's great for holding sample vials of ink when you're doing some swatching. And then I have some Sailor inks there, and then my Ferris wheel press inks, my Inkwell and Carriage, and on my windowsill I tend to keep my charger for my mobile phone and my watch. And then yeah, just a couple of other little bits and pieces sitting up there. My Surface Pro, and I do have my old laptop still that I still use because I'm not wanting to put a lot of rubbish onto my new laptop. So I do keep a lot of stuff on there, and I'm in the middle of transferring it all. Then I have my fountain pen storage and my ink sample storage in my ink vial little setup there. And then obviously my HP Smart Tank printer, wedding bouquet, and my feathers and little pictures up there of one of my best friends and I. So that's essentially the office. Actually, I should show you what's in these drawers. So my top drawer is a bit of, actually I won't show you that drawer. That's mainly where we keep our important documents. So I have a folder in there that has like birth certificate, marriage certificate, copies of our wills, copies of our power of attorneys, passports, all of that sort of thing. So if we had to grab something quickly, we just come in here, top drawer, as soon as you walk in, you grab it and run out. If there's a fire, anything like that. It's also really super easy because I sort of look after all that stuff, that if I'm not home and my husband needs something, he knows exactly where it is. If he forgets, he can ring me and just say, where is it? And it's really simple. I don't have to tell him to go to a heap of different places for what he's looking for. In the next drawer, I have a lot of my We Are Memory Keepers things. So I have quite a few of their stuff, and I have my stamping platform as well. And then this drawer is extra markers, sketching pencils, colouring in pencils, my Sakura fine liners, all sorts of things in there, and my lettering pens. The next drawer has a lot of punches and scissors and things like that for different craft. Whoops. So they're kind of a bit jammed in there at the moment. And then the last drawer is electrical sort of stuff, so charging cables, and that sort of thing. And then I forgot, I haven't shown you the drawers in my desk. So from this one here, down the end here is all my spare stuff. So spare glue sticks, kneadable erasers, sticky tape, all that sort of thing sits in there. And I know if I do have something else, that's where I'm going to find it. And then this one is all paper clips of all different types, more craft punches, so all the small craft punches that I have are in there. This one's a little bit messy. So this drawer here is all the stuff that I use all the time. So staples, glue, all my glue sticks of different kinds, a few different things jammed down in there. Some spare stuff in cords up there. This one here is anything that cuts, so little scissors, washi cutter, your little, you know, box cutters, things like that, erasers, planner discs, paper clips, staples and staplers, my hard drive and cords, and my power bank. And then in this one, it's a little bit empty in the middle, but I have all my other washi in there, and I've just recently just sort of thrown some more in on top so that it all fitted into one. Some more Christmas washi, scissors, my label maker, my other hole punch is there, my tiny attacher, this little thing, which is a sealer, where you don't have to use staples. And then slotted down here, I've got lots of different rulers and my my tear rulers and all of that all slides down in there. And my fabric tapes, 49 and Market, and some other ones just there. Then lastly, in this drawer, I have all my inks and ink pads and that in here, embossing stuff and wax seal things, a whole heap of rubber stamps that I use are in there, and then I've got my corner rounders all in the front here. So that is it for my office. And yeah, oh, and I forgot to mention, and that is my boom for my camera for when I'm filming over there. And I do have other like tripods and things like that as well, and that is also my microphone boom. So I don't have a lot on the walls because it's a rental, and I hadn't really got around to it in here and now because we're moving very soon. I'm going to save all those things and put them up in the new place. So that's it for now. I hope you've enjoyed my little mini tour, and I'll be back soon with another video on my fountain pen collection and a few other things. So enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for joining me. See you later.